Ondo Finance just dropped a new post. It says Standard Chartered projects $2 trillion in tokenized assets within 3 years. That's 2 trillion, 3 years. That's a whole lot of money that need to be tokenized rather by late 2028. In a recent report, the bank notes the biggest areas of growth are expected across money markets, U.S. equities, and private assets. That is a 56x growth for RWAs overall, a 86x growth for tokenized U.S. treasuries, and a 1000x growth for tokenized stocks. Ondo is building the infrastructure to make that possible. So Ondo is saying, hey, I got you. I got you. And they backed by Larry Fink. All right. Standard Chartered sees $2 trillion in tokenized assets by 2028, matching stablecoins. The $300 billion stablecoin market capitalization pushed DeFi into a self-sustaining cycle of growth, according to the investment bank's head of research. So this is a deeper dive into what I just read you here. But again, some of the most important parts are here. DeFi, growing use in payments and investments may bolster non-stablecoin tokenized RWAs to a $2 trillion market. Of the $2 trillion, $750 billion is projected to flow into money market funds, another $750 billion into tokenized stocks, $250 billion into tokenized U.S. funds, and another $250 billion into less liquid segments of private equity, including commodities, corporate debt, and tokenized real estate. Less liquid segments of private equity, that's interesting. We all really want some of the access to OpenAI. You know, they saying it's about to be valued at $1 trillion. This would be a good way to do it. Okay, here's a quote. Stablecoin liquidity and DeFi banking are important prerequisites for a rapid expansion of tokenized RWAs. Said Standard Chartered's global head of digital asset research. We expect exponential growth in RWAs in the coming years. Then they have more data here. Total RWA on chain, 35 billion. Total assets, 500,000. 230 issuers. Stablecoin market, just about 300 billion. And then we know Tether, USDC lead the way by far. And I think RLUSD just hit $1 billion, but it's tiny in comparison. Stable coins fueling DeFi's self-sustaining cycle. They go deeper into there. Here it is. In DeFi, liquidity begets new products, and new products beget new liquidity. We believe a self-sustaining cycle of DeFi growth has started. What they're talking about is when you're using platforms that are lending and borrowing. You got the largest is Aave, right? They just did 75 billion in total assets, I believe, on their platform. So people are borrowing against their Bitcoin, they're borrowing against their Ethereum, they're borrowing USDC, and they're making different trades and earning yields, and the cycle continues. Fees are extracted, the platform makes money, token holders make money, and that's self-sustaining. Definitely makes sense, right? So BX Digital and Ondo Finance partner to launch regulated trading of tokenized products in Europe. So the Europeans want in on the action. Here's a deeper look at this. So with this partnership to launch regulated trading of Ondo tokenized stocks and ETFs in Europe. So the Europeans, again, want in, and essentially what does this mean? So with 90 billion in annual trading volume, this is what they're talking about here. What this means. 100 plus tokenized stocks and ETFs will soon be available for regulated trading in Europe. That's the Teslas, that's the Apples, that's the Microsoft, that's the Nvidias, that's the etc. Ondo tokenized stocks are fully backed by their underlying stocks and ETFs together with cash in transit. Real-time settlement and global transferability, accessible to investors in the European Economic Area. Ondo is among the first firms preparing tokenized product admission on BDX. And then they hit us over the head with this quote. Our partnership with Ondo underscores our ambition to provide issuers worldwide with a trusted and regulated environment for innovative digital asset products, while at the same time broadening investor access to digital assets as we shape the next era of capital markets. So, plain and simple, y'all, that's what I got for you for Ondo Finance. Let me know if you really think they're going to dominate in the next few years of real world assets, tokenized assets. Let me know.
Passive income, gold in my dental, thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals, told my girl it was simple.